Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. The wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 pence less from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the 2 and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. The wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a roll, from sideline jokes to post-match tales, all big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Ahoy, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah.
You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
We love us some Jack Black, don't we? Wasted World of Sports crew, ahoy. Do excuse me while I pour myself a drink. How nice to have you along here another Sunday afternoon. Game of Mel just quickly stopping by before kickoff. You might join back later. No worries, Game of Mel. Nice to see you as always. Johnny Michael, ahoy. Whoops. Nearly filled my glass a little too high. Apologies, I kind of celebrated a little bit too hard last night. I'm feeling pretty rough. Okay, so Panthers versus the Bulldogs, and we've got a little bit to talk about here in the pregame. Of course, things don't just work, do they? I'm going to have to spend the off-season figuring out some things to make my life easier with regards to the setup. Because we do have Michelle patiently waiting over there. They can hear you, they just can't see you yet.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
boy. And I
Yeah.
just thought I should probably turn my TV down.
There we go.
Are we TikToking this afternoon?
Yeah, I'll start that running momentarily.
Okay.
We may as well start with same game multis.
Yes, Game ML. Yes. 100% joining. I love it.
Okay, Bulldogs versus
Wolf loves it
Panthers.
too. I don't know if anybody heard him, but he just snorted in approval. What do I want? TikTok.
All right, so this should be a very interesting game, this one. Bulldogs versus the Panthers. Now, I've got some interesting stats, or not necessarily stats, but some key points to run over in this one. First and foremost, the Panthers are at full strength for the first time all season. I mean, holy hell, can you believe it? Season 2025 has not been a good one for the Panthers in terms of injuries. There's always been at least one player out for the entire year. Mitch Kenny returns to the squad to start at hooker. The Panthers full strength for the first time all season is a scary, scary prospect. Add on top of that the fact that the Panthers have not lost this year on a Sunday afternoon, and this could be a very, very bad day out for the Bulldogs, who are missing Stephen Crichton, of course. Matt Burton has shifted to the centres, and it'll be interesting to see. Now, I've got Matt Burton scoring a try. This segues nicely into our same-game multis. I've got Matty Burton scoring a try. The Panthers are a little bit susceptible through the centres. We saw the Dragons bust them up a few weeks ago, and I just think if the Bulldogs are to score enough points to keep themselves in this contest, it will be via Matt Burton and Bronson Xerri.
Well, I've got Bronson Xerri in my anytime try scorer. I've also got Jacob Kiraz. I feel like he's going to get over the line there. And Casey McLean, and I think Dylan Edwards is going to be planning on a big one.
Dylan Edwards, if he wants it that badly, he is essentially using the finals here to fight for a Kangaroos jersey and go on this Ashes tour, because at the moment, Teddy's fought his way back into contention and is probably just a little bit ahead of him in the pecking order at the moment. And, I mean, you know that this is taking a lot for me to say, but Reece Walsh's form over the past month cannot be ignored either. And he's perhaps just jumped above Dylan Edwards in the pecking order as well. Sweet Pea, 458, ahoy there. That being said, Dylan Edwards has been consistently the best fullback in the game for the past 4 seasons. So, I mean, if the Panthers go through to the grand final, it's going to be off the back of some decent enough form from Edwards. And that would be enough as an incumbent to garner selection for him, I should imagine. Loyalty is key sometimes in these scenarios. So I think unless he really has ongoing stinkers like he had a few weeks back, it's probably still his jersey to lose as opposed to winning it. But then I'm not Kangaroo selector, so who knows what kind of shenanigans go on and favoritism and whatnot, depending on who the coach is or isn't at the time. So who knows?
Exactly. Game and Mel, let's go Bulldogs. I don't really want another Penrith final. Game and Mel, that's very rich coming from a Melbourne Storm supporter. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, the same Melbourne Storm who have been in 10 preliminary finals of the last 11 years or something like that. The stat was craziness. Maybe Game of Mel, we could say that we want a preliminary final without the Storm in it for a change.
100%.
But I digress. Caleb, yes, Waste of Water Sports is live on YouTube, live on Twitch, and live on TikTok, sometimes live on Facebook. But to be honest, at the moment with my NBN issues, I just don't have the bandwidth right this second to put Facebook into things as well. D-Funk, ahoy, mate. You've got to look at it this way, Gamer Mel. Well, you don't got to, but this is the way that I would choose to look at it. Whether it's the Panthers, whether it's the Storm, whether it's the Broncos, whether it's the Raiders, what you're witnessing, Gamer Mel, is history in the making. To be part of history is, I mean, we take this on throughout the rest of our lives. We can say, whether we liked it or not, we were there for that. They said that 2 in a row was unlikely. The Panthers have done it. The Roosters have done it as well. The only other team to have done so in the modern era. They said 3 in a row should be impossible under the current salary cap. Panthers did it. They said, well, 4 in a row is completely against all the odds. They did it. 5 in a row is supposedly impossible. And they were the bottom of the table halfway through the season. And here they are, almost back again. So we are part of something that they said was an impossible event. And we are getting to witness it. That, for mine, is, I can understand if you're not a fan why it might be a little bit boring, but I mean, we're part of something here. That's a positive way to look at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think so too. Absolutely. Like it's yeah. And obviously, watching them come from the bottom of the table and claw their way back into what are we the top? Oh wait, was top six? Top six teams. Like, yeah, and I reckon Bulldogs big out with Critter today. Panthers at full steam. I feel like they're going to take it away, and I don't think the Sharks or the Broncos have got a hope in hell next weekend. Let's be fair. Even if we would love a Sharks Broncos grand final, because that would be me versus Dan, which would be hilarious.
Brandon Hurst over on the TikTok says, I have 6 multis, all different players. Something better go bang. I hear you there, mate. 6 different multis. Well, that segues nicely into our same game multis. I've actually got a couple of Smokies. Now, for those who were here for the game last night, and I said a Smoky for any time try scorer is T. Gwilton, and he scored it in what, the 76th minute or something? He left it to the very end. Well, I've got another one for you. My Smoky for today, off the bench, Isaiah Papali'i.
Oh, yeah.
Once the sting is taken out of the contest and Isaiah Papali'i comes on, he was an absolute beast against the Warriors, or maybe not the Warriors game, the week before. But he's been in immaculate form, and I reckon once the grunt is taken out off the big boppers up front, and Papali'i probably comes on for his first stint with about maybe 10 minutes to go till the halftime break. And we know that those are the championship minutes. I talk about it every stream. The championship minutes, those minutes before and after halftime. And I reckon it could be Isaiah Papali'i that busts this game open, because I'm expecting a tight one for the first 60 minutes or so before the Panthers run away with it.
I feel like it's, oh man, it should be a really good game. I think it'll be a tight one. I don't think the Panthers are gonna run away with it too much, but yeah.
Well, we know the Panthers' mindset. The Panthers' mindset is to get a lead and then defend it. They very rarely just completely obliterate teams, especially in finals games, because they're happy to get an 8-10 point lead and then just defend their way to victory. Mitch Kenny has even said so in interviews before. That's how we play the game. Get a lead, defend it.
Ooh. Dan, I just want to jump on TikTok for a second. Jason Smith, yes, Penrith are great, but somebody, it just rolled off my screen, said that championship minutes are a myth.
Apart from the decades of history that suggest otherwise.
Don't call Dan out on
in
it.
every sport. In every single sport. Mookie, ahoy, mate. How are you going? So, I've also got...
on YouTube.
Check this one out.
And Bale, and of course, JM and Paul.
Check this one out. So this one's just a little bit of fun. Obviously, this is not my main multi. But Bulldogs, Panthers, check this one out. If I just bring it up. All right. So this 4-leg anytime try scorer multi is paying $901 to the dollar. Josh Curran, Jacob Preston, Nathan Cleary, and Luke Garner, anytime try scorer. Now, remember the last game that these two played, it was very, very tense battle up the middle. Very tight game. We didn't see a whole lot go out wide, and it was a low-scoring game. Now, if some of those things go the other way in this one, it's still tough and tight up the middle, but we get a few more tries on this occasion. It could be dominated through the second rows. So Curran, Preston, Cleary stepping back in off that left boot. I thought at $901 to 1, it was worth a shot. Blair, 420. Ahoy, mate. Valhalla. Ahoy.
Did you put $1 on it?
No, I put $4 on it.
Oh.
I'm saying it's the odds are 901 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put $4 on it. It's going to pay out $3,604 if it gets up.
Oh, I was going to say something then, but I can't. No, it's completely gone. But yeah, my multi is just hopefully fairly straightforward with Dill Edwards, Casey McLean, Jacob Kiraz, and Bronson Xerri. So fingers crossed.
McGregor, not the Todd. Ahoy, mate. I'll give you another one too.
Going well, McGregor, going well. Cheers to everybody as well for a fabulous Sunday afternoon of footy. Although, as much as I love September footy, it's, there's only 3 games to go. Well, 4 including today. That's just a little bit sad. And then what are we going to do till March?
Big Bash cricket. Rugby Union internationals. Plenty of wasted water sports action coming up. Plenty of wasted water sports action still to come throughout the course of the year. Now, here's another one for you. Mitch Kenny, $8.25, anytime try scorer. Back into the team today. As I said, Panthers at full strength for the first time all season. Mitch Kenny, $8.25. I'm going to stick with Isaiah Papali'i as my Smoky that I will continue to talk about throughout the course of the game, but Mitch Kenny's another one. If I'm allowed to have more than one Smoky, I'll throw Mitch Kenny in there as well.
Wow, Channel 9 News just called Lions the pride of Brisbane. Is that just because they're called the Lions? Because
$8.25. John Michael, you've got a big bowl of French vanilla ice cream and heaps of fresh strawberries. That's more of a tennis snack, isn't it? I suppose there's no rules around that.
It's not, no.
Ads says, please win Bulldogs. Mookie's Smoky is Lindsay Smith. Yeah, that's not a bad shout as well. This is the problem with the Panthers. I mean, if you've got to try and narrow it down, I mean, look, Moses Leota could come out of nowhere, and we've seen him score in big games in finals footy before. So Moses Leota, Mitch Kenny, Lindsay Smith, Scott Sorensen, Liam Martin. I mean, that's pretty much the entire forward pack that a chance of a Smoky. So try and narrow that down to just one. And you've got Liam Henry off the bench, Luke Garner off the bench.
There's just so much talent. I'm very much looking forward though to seeing the Panthers in full flight, full proper team. Not proper team, but full back to strength. Like, it's a scary thought to see what they can do, and we're about to see it.
Well, especially for you with your team lying in wait.
I know, and I've got about as much hope as you do with your team and who they're playing next weekend. So
the Panthers are 4 from 4 in Sunday afternoon games this year. As I said, if they win this one, it's 5 from 5, and then they're playing the Broncos in a Sunday afternoon game at Suncorp.
Sunday, isn't it? Yeah,
it'll be another Sunday afternoon game where the Panthers would be undefeated.
Lazar over there on YouTube. Ahoy, welcome. Michael Shane in TikTok, you've got a risky bet going. All right.
Nice. What is it?
I don't know if you've shared it already, but feel free to share if you want to. Doggy Rhino, who's winning? Panthers. And Jack wants to know if you're going to hit the town if the multi hits Dan. I think he's going to come party with you.
Grumpy old Jonesy.
That's your shout.
Grumpy old Jonesy. Ahoy, mate. Okay. Anytime try scorer Jacob Kiraz. Is that it? That's the risk. Well, to be honest,
there's a certain amount of characters that you can use on YouTube. So,
yeah.
Well, actually on YouTube as well, but it's a lot less on TikTok. So,
to be honest though, in a game that only saw 2 tries scored, they only had 2 tries scored in the last time these two teams faced each other. So anytime try scorer is risky in general in this one.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's just, we'll get to see how Lachlan Galvin really goes under big pressure games against the Panthers. Like, it'll be a good one.
Well, he'll be all good because Sexton's playing half. So Galvin's in his more natural position at 5'8". So it won't be all on him to steer the ship.
No, it won't be, but it just depends on whether, he can hold it together and hold it up. Look what Jamal Fogarty did. Nothing. Just for anyone who's wondering.
Yep, I was talking about Fogarty, actually, with the off-stream. And, boy, he had a great season, but fell apart in the finals. And last night, he was obviously missing Ethan Strange. Ethan Strange and the calming effect and the pressure that he took off him was obviously quite monumental. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Raiders go next season.
Did we ever confirm if Ethan Strange's mum called him sick for him?
No,
Was that confirmed?
I don't even know how to confirm that. All right, should we do a score prediction? We've obviously agreed that the Panthers are going to win. Let's say that the Panthers will be up 10 points to 8 at the halftime break, and they'll win the game 28 points to 14.
All right, I'll go 24-16. That just gives us enough points so that our multis hit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't care if there's only 4 tries scored in the match, as long as it's my 4. And preferably the 4 that pays out the $3,000.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Vincent Spears music. Ahoy, mate.
Ahoy, Vincent Spears music.
It is almost go time here in this one. Panthers out onto the field. There's Moses Leota, one of my 72 Smokies for any time try scorer.
Oh, his 200th try, his 200th appearance too. That could, players do like to step up in their milestone games.
Look at this sea of support for the Bulldogs at Accor. Viliami Kikau ready to lead them out. Boy, that is intense. But we know if anybody is going to block out this crowd, it'll be the Panthers. I mean, such experience at finals footy. A couple of youngsters in there, though, of course, getting their first taste. Blaze Talungi, Casey McLean. Well, Casey McLean's been around the environment at least for a number of years now. So, no Milky Jenkins again. They've gone with the more seasoned Paul Alamotti. You've got to feel bad for Milky. He's had such a great breakout season.
Oh, he's had a fantastic season. They don't even have him on the bench.
No, well, if he's not starting, he's not on the bench because he offers no utility value. But they've just gone with the more experienced Paul Alamotti. I mean, yeah, it's rough, but it was Alamotti's spot to begin with. It was injury that got Jenkins his chance, and he was just too good to ignore. But now the finals have come back around. There were some little cracks in Milky's game. A current affair with Josh Curran. Oh, now that's a sign. Michael Shane, you've gone anytime. Carraz combined for 2+ with McLean and Alamotti. A or B to score Xerri and Preston.
Very nice. What's your opinion on the bet? Oh, he might have to give it in a little bit because we are about to kick off.
We are. We'll have to come back to that. Ashley Klein has got the whistle. Somehow this man keeps getting work.
Look at that stadium. It's chockers.
There we go. Panthers with the kickoff, and it's the Bulldogs who will have first use of it and winding up from the back fence. Max King brings it outside the 10. The Panthers back in their black jerseys today. They've been donning the pink. The Pink Panthers.
Black and gold.
Black and gold matches the finals, the NRL finals colour scheme as well. There's an early shift here for the Bulldogs. Here's Burton stepping off the left. Cleary takes him with Tungo and Alamotti in to help out as well. They bring him down just short of the 40-metre line. Tupanua rocked back in the 3-man tackle. 4 tackles done here for the Bulldogs. Oh, geez, slightly forward there from dummy half, I thought, from Reed Marnie. 5th and last. Down the short side for Burton. Kicks for the corner. And Edwards backing up. Takes it a metre out from his own line and winds up. Edwards. Mr. Reliable, I used to call him, but he's had a bit of a stinker of a season. He should come good again, though, in finals time. The big players, of course, step up in the big games. And
Yes,
Dylan
do.
Edwards is definitely one of those big-time players. Sorensen down the short side. 2 tackles left in this set for the Panthers. They march up towards halfway. Mitch Kenny, he seems taped up. Would you say? Oh, charged down by Kickow. Needs the bounce. Doesn't get it. And Filiami Kickow spills it forward. What a let-off for the Panthers early. This will be a penalty, though, to the Bulldogs. Kickow was taken without the ball.
I was about to say that's going to be a sin bin for Dylan Edwards. He took Kickow around the neck as well. Without the ball, a little bit too over-enthusiastic there. Are they challenging it?
They are challenging it. I didn't see him.
Not challenging it. Not within the first 2 minutes. Come on.
Well, I've got to say, seeing it live, I saw Kickow fall over. It didn't seem like a blatant tackled off the ball. It seemed like a contest. Shoulder-to-shoulder contest is allowed, of course.
I didn't think it was shoulder to shoulder. I thought his arms were sort of wrapped.
Well, let's have a look here. Kickow.
And that's going to be an attempt to tackle, and that's what they're going to...
Kickow with the charge down. It just needed the bounce. Now, Edwards tracking back the ball takes a horrible... Oh, he's put his hands on him, and you can't do that.
You can't do that. You can't grab him. And then
He hasn't pushed him.
I mean...
Yep, he hasn't pushed him. He hasn't tackled him, but he's put his hands on him, and that will be enough.
I mean, to be fair, he probably thought Kickow was gathering that ball in on that second attempt there, but it's definitely a tackle.
Just a penalty, Dylan Edwards, because he didn't tackle, he didn't push, he just put hands on. It'll just be a penalty. Otherwise, he was going in the bin.
Well, that's the bit I saw there. You know, the arm up around the neck and the head, and
Are they going to take the 2 here? Surely they take the 2.
After you said you call him Mr. Reliable, and he's
Take the 2 and get themselves the lead. Bulldogs, 2.5 minutes into the contest and ready to take the lead. Matt Burton from right in front.
Lost that 2 minutes in, and there goes the captain's challenge. Oh, not good.
Matt Burton 3 from 3 last week against the Storm. And this is a very simple one to start his night. Great start from the Bulldogs. Kickout putting pressure on Cleary. Puts it down the middle here, Matty Burton, and the Bulldogs in front of this, wow, what would you even call it? A small city of supporters. 2 points to 0.
Might not be, 99,000 at the MCG for the Cats game, but it's a big crowd.
Very solid crowd for an NRL game.
Yeah. We shouldn't say for an NRL game. But I know what you mean. Absolutely.
DJ Shack, ahoy, mate.
Yeah,
Oh, back underway.
He is very lucky to stay on the field. That's what I thought too.
10 metres out from the... Well, we'll all agree to disagree on that. He didn't push, he didn't tackle, but he put his hands on. You can't do it. Penalty, completely fair. Send-off would have been ludicrous. 15 out from the line, the Bulldogs. Off the back of points, that will surely have their tails up here, so to speak. 20 out from their own line, halfway through the set. Salmon. Up against his former club, of course. Burton from inside the 30, a low flat kick, trying to punch it in behind, but Edwards takes it on the full. And he winds up now, back in field, beats Tupanua, puts a fend on Sexton, and he's brought down by Reed Marnie, who was leading the kick chase. But tackle 2 here, and the Panthers are up to halfway. Good field position, short side for Tungo. 40 out. Kenny to Liam Martin. Oh, bumping off who's the number 15 there? Tupanua came off second best there. Kickow slow to get to his feet as well. Here's Leota, Smoky 72 for any time try. Fifth and last, Cleary switches direction, kicks down the short side. Martin chasing. Alamotti bats it back, and it sits up for the Bulldogs. Connor Tracy comes away with it. The Panthers chasers seem to have no idea what was going on there. Big defense here from the Panthers. Look at that. That is a six-man tackle. Looking to keep the Bulldogs pinned down here in their own red zone. Burton tackled on the 20. 5 minutes gone, 2 points to nil. The Bulldogs lead a Matt Burton penalty goal. And the Panthers starting slow but aggressively on defense. Tackle 4 now. Preston taking the ground just short of the 40. Back into midfield for Tracy. That's Settler on the fifth and last ball. Oh, Casey McLean in trouble in back play.
Oh, what's he done? Is it a burner? Let's hope it's a burner.
Hopefully it is. Matt Burton gets the kick away. Not a huge amount of distance on it, but Alamotti will take it inside the Panthers 20. Casey McLean will keep an eye on that. He's favouring that right arm.
He was kind of just letting it drop, hang a little bit there. Where is he? Is he back in the line?
Oh, this could be a replay of it. Oh, yep. He's just swung in around behind as he's trying to make a tackle, and the Panthers get a penalty here. Casey McLean swings around the back as he's making the tackle, and yeah, he's not very healthy at the moment. He can put his arm up, he can put pressure on it, he's fine.
Yeah, they're just giving it a little stretch out. He'll be right. Just a little burner.
Nathan Cleary finds touch just outside the 40. And Liam Martin takes the first hit up. Tackle 1 here for the Panthers on halfway. Leota pumps off the first tackle, gets the offload back for Yo. Yo keeps it alive here for Smith. Dan's in the two-man tackle, gets a quick play the ball away. Kenny has a little bit of a dart. But the Bulldogs defense wise to that threat. They're inside the Bulldogs 40, right in midfield. Yo with a settler. That's tackle 4, 30 metres out. Cleary goes out the back for Edwards. Numbers here for Alamotti in space. Steps back inside Sexton. Beats Burton. And he's taken a ground 5 metres out from the line. Fifth and last. Cleary puts it through the hands. It's a loose pass. Nice bounce. Casey McLean gets quick hands on for To'o. To'o puts the head down. Flies for the corner. And he reaches out and plants it before hitting touch. Panthers get the first try. Brian To'o gives us a tick off our multi.
Terrible partner there, but God.
And in amongst all that, Lazar with a $2 super chat. Cheers, Lazar.
Cheers, Lazar. If you're looking for an easy recommendation, cider. Rosé cider, to be specific.
Oh, boy, the Panthers, they shifted right. They shifted back left. Quick hands. Casey McLean, that shoulder's fine. Try confirmed. And just going edge to edge, blitzing the Bulldogs on the outside. And Brian To'o with tickety-tick number 1.
For you.
For me, yes. Most all-time finals tries, Brian To'o. Up to 16. Third on the list. Billy Slater, the first one. Billy Slater miles ahead of everybody. Mind you, if the Panthers keep this run up, and let's face it, they'll be in. They might. I'm not saying they'll win the comp in years to come, but they will be in the finals for many years to come. Brian To'o's a great chance. He's still young enough. He could claim that number 1 spot.
100%. And there would be a little asterisk next to his name, like there should be against Slater, for all those finals that they played in where they shouldn't have been.
It's worth pointing out. This is where Stephen Crichton would have been defending. The initial break that was made down the right edge, the left edge defense, Matt Burton in the number 4 jersey today, it would have been Stephen Crichton. That's where they got the defense to break down. Renakama jamming in. Burton just standing in no man's land. Those are mistakes defensively that Stephen Crichton doesn't make. Cleary from the sideline puts it through, and it's 6 points to 2. What a sideline conversion.
Oh. Couldn't have done that in Origin, though. Wait.
The Panthers. Boy, oh boy. There was nothing really fancy about that because some of those passes weren't great.
Some of those passes were bloody awful. You know, they just quickly tapped the ball, and I thought, Christ, that looks very panicked. I mean, I know they like to move it fast, but just banging the ball back like that could go horribly wrong, horribly quickly.
Bulldogs with the restart, and Lindsay Smith takes the first hit up. Panthers 6, Bulldogs 2. 10 minutes gone in this one. The Bulldogs, they've certainly not lost aggression in their defensive line after that moment. Sometimes when teams leak a first try like that, the next set of 6 defensively can be a bit soft. Not the case here. The Bulldogs have lifted. Tupanua puts in a big hit on Isaiah Yeo. Kenny back into the middle of the field for Edwards. 5th and last now on their own 40. Back for Cleary. Just inside the 40. Gets a nice angle on this. It hooks towards the sideline, but Connor Tracy is there to scoop it up. And he returns it outside the 30. Good kick return and good field position here for the Dogs. Lazar wants the Bulldogs to fight back. Take a bite out of the Panthers.
The defense from the Panthers, though, like they're
huge 3-man tackle on Carraz. There's that defense in full flight.
Critter. Oh, the moon boot on. Poor bugger.
Oh, loose pass from Galvin. It's been lost forward by the Bulldogs here on halfway. And it was Galvin looking to tap this one on quickly.
See a little bit of panic.
Casey McLean had him in his sights. And he's just rushed that pass away. He saw him and he heard the footsteps and he went, I've got to get rid of this. Panthers will go back on the attack. Scrum down just short of halfway.
It's a good game. They can't catch. So is it a good game if they can catch or can't catch?
Panthers straight up the middle here. Sorensen gets a 6 again, catching the Bulldogs defenders. Slow to get back on side. Yo at first receiver to Leota. Targeting Reed Marnie there. Little Reed Marnie does well. Went around the legs and brought him down. Through the hands left to Lungy. Tries to step back in field. Inside the 20. Cleary, cut out ball for Yo. The double pump for Edwards. Space again out to the right. Here's Alamotti. 1-on-1 with Burton. Steps back in field and Alamotti crashes over to score. 2 easy for the Panthers. 2 easy. This defensive left edge with Matt Burton in the centres is not working out at all. Oh, this is destruction.
Yeah, this does not look good, unfortunately. This is
10 points to 2. Kick to come. They just got a 4-on-3 there so easily. Connor Tracy sweeping across. Gets bumped off by Alamotti. And as much as we love the Milky Jenkins, there's no way he's scoring that try. He's got the pace. He's got the leap. He doesn't have the power of Paul Alamotti. Just bumps off Connor Tracy.
Big don't argue on Connor Tracy.
And then Sexton as well. He's like, no, don't even try it, Toby. Off you go. 10-2, kick to come.
Not exactly a small dude.
No, no, absolutely not.
Oh my God, is that Ivan Cleary smiling?
Well, he doesn't normally give away too much emotion, of course. But I should imagine that targeting Matt Burton's edge would have been a plan in the lead-up. So to see 2 tries come directly from just breaking down that left edge defense, probably worth a smile, even though it's only, 13 minutes in?
Absolutely. Now he's going to kick from the other.
The opposite sideline, yes. He kicked his first one from the left. This one's over on the right. Nathan Cleary, the Iceman, puts it down the middle.
Straight over the black dot.
12 points to 2. All right, what have we got going on Twitch? Bianca, is that Bianca? Bianx GG says, let's go Panthers. And
sorry, can't help.
And Jay Spitzalot, the class, the vision of Cleary and Yowie is too good. Alberto Einstein says, please don't give us another Panthers grand final. I don't know what to tell you, Alberto. I've been calling it all year. Even when they were on the bottom of the table, I'd been calling it.
Yep.
People called me crazy. But anyway, long way to go. Long way to go still. Let's not get carried away.
I might have called you crazy earlier today. But that's a given.
Here's Moses Leota. Bumps off the tackle of Marnie. Offloads back for Kenny. Kenny back for Edwards. Edwards dummies and spins in the tackle of Tupanua.
The Bulldogs, they haven't got their heads down after those 2 quick tries. They're definitely up and defending, just as hard as they were at the start of the game.
Plenty of time to go. That's, I'm sure Cameron Ciraldo is a good enough coach that he's ingrained it into them. 5th and last here on halfway. Cleary puts the kick down for the left corner of the Bulldogs attack, taken by Rinakama. And it's a great kick chase, led by Liam Martin, of course. 20 out from their own line here, the Dogs. Burton wrapped up. Dave, 74AU, who do the Sharks want to play? Well, the Sharks are playing the Storm in the prelim. So this match is pretty much irrelevant to the Sharkies. But should the Sharks beat the Storm and get through to a grand final, the winner of this game goes on to face the Broncos. If I'm the Sharks, I probably would rather be... I'd rather be facing the Broncos. Because you might get Reece Walsh on a Diamonds night, but you might also get him on a really, really bad Rocks night.
And he's had quite a few diamond nights recently.
Since that toilet water.
One can't help but think that a Rocks night is looming.
Ever since that toilet water.
Yeah, well, I hope he bottled it for next season.
40 metres out from their own line here, the Panthers. Alamotti now getting involved in the hard yakka up the middle. Panthers on halfway. Here's Leota again. What a workhorse. Moses Leota. I mean, these are the underappreciated players. Moses Leota made so many meters already in this game. Cleary again kicking down that short side for Tungo to chase. Connor Tracy on the full at the back. 15 meters out from their own line. The Doggies need Critter. He's a big, big out, obviously.
Yeah.
He's slightly forward, I thought, from dummy half again, but they like to push the boundaries here with these dummy half passes. All teams. All teams, of course. This is a slow set for the Bulldogs. Nice little short ball for Preston. Preston opens them up. Galvin lurking up on support in the inside. Galvin for the try line. And Lachlan Galvin from the halfway line sets it up and scores it. Held the pass up nicely for Preston.
He's got a little bit of blood coming out of his face there.
And out of absolutely nowhere, the Doggies have hit back.
Absolutely. They've, I can't deal with whatever the hell's going on with Lachlan Galvin's hair right now. It looks like it's been freshly washed. It's very poofy.
Lachlan Galvin sets it up on the halfway line. Preston went straight through. Perfectly plays it to draw in Dylan Edwards and gives it back on the inside for Galvin to race away and score.
I'm not 100% sure what Isaiah Yao was doing behind him there because you can't tackle someone without the ball. Maybe he was trying to trip him so he didn't get the pass. Who knows? But he missed.
He was taking a punt at predicting the timing of the pass, and he got it horribly wrong.
Absolutely. He was about half a metre off anywhere near.
I wish Preston had have taken that in on his own, though. That would have been great for my $3,000 multi.
Yeah, well, given it to Kiraz or Bronson Xerri.
12 points to 6. That was a critical hit back there for the Bulldogs, to say the least.
Mhm.
Sorensen was caught out defensively there.
Well, Lachlan Galvin, so far, going all right on the big stage.
So far, so good.
No jinx. Sorry to any Bulldogs fans who think I might have just jinxed him, because I do feel you when someone says that, and then it's
Burton with the conversion, puts it down the middle. Matty Burton makes it 12 points to 8. Bulldogs have hit back just at the right time. It was starting to look way too easy for the Panthers. That was such a crucial hit back. 12 points to 8.
Penrith have never won at this ground. I don't think that's
I
true.
can't imagine that that's true.
Penrith have won at Accor Stadium several times, haven't they?
Surely. Hang on, I can tell you. I can find that out very easily.
Good, do that.
As the Panthers get us back underway. No talking, 77. Ref 13 plus. Viking Axe. You changed your name after last night or just in general? Have you given up on your boys, Viking Axe, after that performance? Meters gained, 404 to the Panthers, 305 to the Bulldogs. That's been, I reckon part of that discrepancy is just Moses Leota alone. I was talking about him a few tackles prior and just saying it's an underappreciated part of the game. Now Galvin takes the line on, bumps off Blaze Talungi, and that's fifth and last on halfway. Sexton gives it out to Burton. Burton gets the kick away. Oh, it's deep into the corner. Tracking back for it is Alamotti. And he does well to take it just inside the sideline and bringing it back to the 20. Some fancy underwear there that Paul Alamotti's wearing.
Didn't notice.
The ref today, Dave, is Ashley Klein. He just keeps getting work. I wish I could be as terrible at my job and keep getting work as Ashley Klein is. Just saying. That'd be nice. Talungi picked up and dumped in the tackle. The sting has still not gone out of these defensive lineups. Edwards up over halfway. Fifth and last now for the Panthers. Will, ahoy mate. Cleary puts the kick in. Again, he kicks to Rinakama's side, and Rinakama nearly makes a mess of it. But he does well to recover and hold on to it. Big defense now from the Panthers. Keep an eye out for Isaiah Papali'i. He's probably not too far away. Smoky number 71 for my try scorers.
They're,
I got a lot of them, of course, in this game. All right, venue, Accor Stadium.
Pinned before.
Venue, Accor Stadium. Yes, the Panthers have won. I'm not even going to continue going through and counting them, but the Panthers have won multiple times at Accor Stadium. Down the short side, Galvin puts the kick up. Edwards moves forward, takes it on the full, gets away from the first kick chase, and he's brought to ground. Was that Preston chasing through hard? To'o tries to run straight over the top of Bronson Xerri there, I think it was. Casey McLean, he's fine now after that little shoulder burner.
Commiserations to the Hawks supporter in TikTok.
Tackle 4 on halfway. Dylan Edwards taking a ground in midfield. Here's Smith. Oh, that's huge contact by Reed Marnie, driving him backwards, but he gets the offload away. Space again This time, up the middle, it's Papali'i. Gets it back for Cleary. Tongo goes on to Alamotti, who's away again. Cleary lurking up on the inside, scores the try. That's my $3,000 multi with its first hit. Nathan Cleary stepping up in the big games. The Panthers strike back. Wow. Well, that's tick number one off that one.
I thought Alamotti was in that one too.
No.
I'm having a fantastic run again with my multis. 0 ticks off my multi.
Put that try. Can we put that try down to Isaiah Papali'i, please? He bent the line. He got the offload away. And again, they smoked him down that left edge defense. Stephen Crichton's edge once again.
I thought Alamotti was going to be away here, but that nice little inside pass and...
Spirit Camel, 2 to go on your $400 multi.
Say, Connor Tracy had him lined up. So,
Try confirmed. I don't understand why it took so long, but try's been confirmed now.
they have to look at absolutely...
Oh, Isaiah Papali'i, careful. Do not injure Nathan Cleary in a try celebration. Can you imagine? That's a quick way to get fired.
Fine.
That is a quick way to get fired from your job. From bang in front here to give it a 10-point lead, Nathan Cleary. He's iced it from the left. He's iced it from the right. Surely he'll ice it from right in front and make it 18 points to 8.
Now that you've jinxed him.
Right down the middle.
Of course he's got it.
Yeah, he's the Iceman.
Achilles. I don't think anyone
Achilles.
dislocated their shoulder in Penrith. Do you mean in this game? Or...
Yeah, Casey McLean seemed to have done something to his shoulder earlier, but he's okay.
He's got a burn. He had a bit of a burner. Seems it was fine. Yeah. William Daniel, who are we backing? I'm backing the Panthers, only because I put them in my tips for this week. Which, by the way, hope everybody's still doing their tips in the Wasted World of Sports.
Oh, back underway. Blaze Talungi gives it to Lindsay Smith from the back fence. And the Panthers lead by 10, 17 minutes to go until the halftime break.
Moses Leota's gone off.
Yep, he deserves a break. 7,000 meters he's made so far in this first half.
Wait, is it Isaiah Papali'i or Papali'i?
Isaiah Papali'i. Cleary with the double pump to Martin. Martin runs straight through Matt Burton. Oh, the Bulldogs, they need to tighten up that edge. Matt Burton is getting found out. Tango, late pass to Cleary. Spins in the tackle. 5th and last, just over the halfway line. Michael Shane, thank you very much for the rose. Cheers, mate. As the Panthers get the kick away, McLean chases hard on Carraz, times it to perfection, and Carraz is sacked 5 out from his own line. The Panthers have gone up a gear here. You just get that sense that here, with 16 minutes to go until the halftime break, the Bulldogs, that's a very relieving penalty. High contact. That's a reliever. They needed that.
They've blown your halftime score prediction out of the water, and the way things are going.
Yeah, what did I say? 10-8 at halftime or something similar? I got the 8. I got the 8 right. I got the 8 perfectly at the moment.
Well, there's still 15 minutes to go. But the way this game's going, 28-16 is probably going to be out of the question too.
Bulldogs find touch 40 metres out from their own line. And it's Max King setting things up in midfield. Salmon at first receiver. On to Harry Hayes. And they're just looking a little flat-footed now, the Bulldogs. Salmon to Galvin. Goes out the back for Tracy. This is better. Oh, well read defensively by Brian To'o. As it went out the back for Carraz. To'o doesn't jam in. He holds his line and he takes Carraz into touch. Now that is defense. That's how you do it. Tracy trusting Casey McLean that he had Connor Tracy covered, even if he did manage to get a little bit on the outside. I mean, that is just perfect defense from Brian To'o.
Yeah.
Panthers
Something for
forced the turnover on the
young
halfway
ones.
line. 14 and a half to go till the break. Yeah, this game has certainly been a lot more open and free-flowing than I thought it would be. It still had that finals intensity, but yeah, nothing like that. What was it? 8 points to 6 game that we saw between these two in the regular season.
What do you mean?
Two tackles
Full-strength
left here.
Panthers.
Yo gives it back to Talangi. Talangi from a standing start. Taken down, fifth and last, 30 out from the line. Cleary chips it in over the top. Connor Tracy takes it at the back, just a couple of meters out from his own line. Bumps off the first kick chaser. And that's poor Scotty Sorensen, who came off second best in that one. Penalty now to the Bulldogs. And if there's an area of criticism for the Panthers, this is definitely it. They've given away too many soft exits from the Bulldogs' end. Some freebies, penalties, and whatnot. So if they can tidy that up in the second half, they need to. Finding touch on the 40-meter line, the Bulldogs. Up to halfway. Marnie goes left for Sexton. Goes the short ball for Harry Hayes. Taken down. 45 out from the line. Sexton. To Burton, who spills it. Great contact from Blaze to Lungy. Forces the mistake. Matty Burton. Oh, he's not having a good night. Bad news for my multi. 18 points to 8, 12 and a half to go till halftime. Blaze Talangi. He has really started to click into gear at the back end of the season, hasn't he? William Daniel says, great player, Blaze is, which prompted that statement by me. It certainly took him some time. He was a bit shaky to start, but definitely built his way up. Daniel Anderson wearing your Pink Panthers jersey tonight. Right on, man. The Red Knight 47, ahoy, mate. Penalty now to the Panthers on tackle 4. The Bulldogs caught offside. And, well, will they think about having a shot at 2 here? It's a 35 meters out, but pretty much right in front. They tap and go. No thought of the 2 whatsoever. Tap and go. David Vinak, ahoy, mate. 25 out. Liam Henry's on the field. The subs are on. Into the red zone. The Panthers march. Cleary back inside for Yo. Yo, one-on-one with Kickow. Kickow holds on and gets some help from Salmon. Cleary, late pass out the back for Talangi. McLean, quick hands for To'o. 2 bloody easy. Brian To'o gets a double. Slick hands from the Panthers back line. Oh, it's a massacre.
Very quick hands. Why didn't I put...
They're checking something here. They're checking something. This try's not been confirmed yet. What are they looking at here? The line of Papali'i, perhaps. Outside shoulder. Is that enough of a bump? Was it far enough on the inside to cause an issue? I don't think so. They're going to have a look, though. Jeffrey Wang, ahoy, mate. They might have a look at this.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to... Even though, you know, Papali'i went flying.
Oh,
These jerseys really make me want an espresso martini.
what's stopping you? Oh, by the way, that try has now put Brian To'o into second place on the all-time finals try scorers list. He is now only behind Billy Slater. Try has been confirmed. 2 for Brian To'o. It's
He's in a
22
sneaky
points to
behind
8.
too. If he gets a couple more this, final series, which could
Oh,
happen.
he could run that down. What, 6 tries? They've still got 2 games left if they go all the way.
He could run that down next year.
Yeah. 22 points to 8. Nathan Cleary back on the sideline. Although, what's he, about 5 meters in from touch. Puts it on target. Oh, it's just glorious.
4 from 4.
It's just, love him or hate him. It's just beautiful viewing. Spirit Camel, thank you very much for the heart me over there on TikTok. It's just wonderful viewing. I mean, this is just such an impressive machine. The Penrith Panthers. It doesn't matter who they put in the jersey, what number they're wearing. They just slot into this system. No answers at the moment, the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Lawrence, I love a good espresso martini. Actually, I could whip myself up a Cosmopolitan. I might do that in the halftime break.
Papali'i from the back fence. 15 metres out. He's taken the ground as Reed Marnie's off for a spell. 9.5 to go until the halftime break. Big defence still on Sorensen. They're still putting in the hits, the Bulldogs. They certainly haven't dropped their heads. They're still as aggressive as tackle 1. Yo in midfield.
That's good for the Bulldogs. I think you can't drop your heads against the Panthers.
Papali'i with another late offload. Second phase ball for Talangi. Taken down 5th and last, just short of halfway. Back for Cleary. They're going to run it here on the 5th and last. Through the hands. Martin steps back in field and opens them up. Martin's got support inside from Cleary. Intercept by Connor Tracy. Penalty goes to the Panthers, though. A penalty back on halfway for a player being held back. The Panthers were trying to race through in support from the line break, and a player's been held back off the ball there on halfway. Preston grabs the jersey.
Yeah, that's stupid.
He couldn't resist the urge.
Look at it. You literally just holding on to some guy. How do you not expect that to be a penalty?
Jai Marshall. As much as I want Penrith to win, I want the Doggies to come back so it can be a good game. Yeah, completely fair, Jai. Completely fair. Spirit Camel, 1 to go on your $400 multi. 1 try from Kiraz. Oh, bring it on, mate. Bring it on.
Go, Kiraz.
40 metres out from the line, the Panthers go back on the attack. 8 minutes to go. Oh, excuse me. Until the halftime break.
Can I just say, we gamble responsibly. We don't encourage irresponsible gambling.
Papali'i takes it inside the 30.
Don't laugh. Try not to get us banned on TikTok again.
Yo. Right at the very edge of the red zone. Halfway through the set here, the Panthers. Cleary goes left. Late pass out the back for Talangi. Takes the line on. 10 metres out. Kenny back into midfield for Cleary. He's going to take them on. Dummies. Has his pants pulled down.
Goodness.
And he's a couple of metres out from the line here on the 5th and last. Kenny puts the grubber kick in behind the line. It sits up for Liam Henry to score. Oh, this is incredible. Relentless attack. Perfection as far as the execution goes. 28 points to 8, the kick to come. Kenny with the grubber kick through. This is the Panthers at full strength for the first time all season. Boy, I'd sure hate to be a Broncos supporter right about now.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, wow. This is incredible.
Well, I'd hate to be a Storm supporter right about now. Sorry, I had to do it.
Liam Henry off the interchange. Well, my Smoky was wrong by 1 number. I went 16. Papali'i. Uso blocks, says, sheesh, Panthers putting on a clinic today. Connie Jenny says, Panthers are fantastic. Rays says, Bulldogs are absolute trash. I think that might be a bit harsh. But still, I got a little bit of a giggle out of that. Kevin Redder Says Panthers, so good this game, and what a week. From right in front as the Channel 9 scoreboard just glitched.
You
On
know
my
what?
TV, anyway.
I've got one team in a grand final. I can't.
Nathan
believe
Cleary puts it over from right in front, and it's 30 points to 8. Craze One wants to know what happened to the Bulldogs' defense. It seems non-existent. I'll tell you exactly what happened to the Bulldogs' defense. It's been completely ripped to shreds by the absence of Stephen Crichton, because the Panthers are just obliterating them on that side of the field where Crichton would have been defending. Matt Burton just does not seem to have the same trust in his inside or outside man or the same organizational skills as Stephen Crichton. And it's been found out big time.
all these people that just need one person for their multi. I need all four.
Back underway. Still 5.5 minutes to go until the halftime break. It is 30 points to 8.
Oh, that poor Bulldogs fan in the crowd.
20 metres out from their own line. Yo takes on Viliami Kickow. Not afraid to run at him. Slow play the ball. So they've put Yo on his back. Here's Edwards now. Held up in a 3-man tackle. Keeps his feet. Cleary back inside for Kenny. Now Papali'i with a settler up the middle. Puts the fend on Salmon. 5th and last. Back it goes for Cleary. Inside the 40. Gets the kick away. It's a little shallow. It sits up on the 20 for Connor Tracy. 4 minutes 40 to go till the halftime break. The old Panther says 46 minutes remaining. I remember what happened against the Titans at Seabus. Yeah, I remember what happened against the Titans at Seabus as well. They lost about 4 players in the substitute rotation to HIAs and ran out of gas at the back end of the game. So unless that happens again here. Robin says the Dill better not sell in the second half. Through the hands now to the right edge go the Bulldogs. That's Bronson Xerri, I believe, who's taken down. 5th and last. A nice 48-metre gain off that one for the Bulldogs. The kick goes high in midfield, and Blaze Talungi with an easy take. Beats Jacob Kiraz as well on the kick chase. A really poor attempt at tackle. They're starting to drop off now, the Bulldogs. They're starting to look a little flat. 3 minutes to go till the break. AP says here comes 60 to 12.
A lot of defending.
Kevin Redder says, up the Panthers, boo the Dogs. Alamotti, straight up the guts, beats the first defender again. They're just beating the first defender at will at the moment, the Panthers. Edwards beats the first defender again. Bailey Hayward. Oh!
There's a full moon.
Hello, butt crack. Down the short side, Cleary chips in and over the top, but moving forward to taking on the full is Connor Tracy over there. Very reliable at the back.
What is his ass?
Rinakama, 25 metres out from the line, the Bulldogs. 3 minutes until the break. 30 points to 8. This is probably the most solid, and we talked about it in the pregame, of course, as the Bulldogs go on a shift here to the right. Preston drugs off Talungi, but can't get through the other 3. This is the first time all season that the Panthers have been at full strength, and this has easily been their best half of footy all year long. Saving the best for last, saving it for finals time. Galvin from inside the 40 picks out Dylan Edwards at the back. Edwards tries to stand up Karaz. Alert to that threat. And he brings him down. Now To'o headed sideways. Still manages to shrug off a couple of would-be tacklers. Alamotti up to the 40. 2 minutes left in the first half. Here's Tungo charging onto it. Up over halfway, beating the first tackle again. Edwards now to Yo, out the back for Cleary. They're lined up to the left here, the Panthers. McLean has to reach back for it. Cleary on the wraparound. Pops it out for To'o. Kicks back in field for Isaiah Papali'i. Smoky Jones scores another one for the Panthers. Oh, back-to-back Smokies. If he's onside. Back-to-back Smokies in 2 games. I feel like he might have been a step off there.
Did you have a bet on him?
Yes. Yeah, just straight up anytime try scorer. Papali'i, my Smoky from the pregame. I hope you all listened. Let's see if he's onside first, though. Let's check that he's onside because he breaks through the line. Does he manage to retreat back here? The pass away from McLean to Cleary. Pops it on for Oh, yes, he is.
Just half a centimetre.
Oh, I should just do Smokies all year long and forget about the same game multis. 2 from 2 this weekend. Smoky Jones. 34 points to 8 with the kick to come. Isaiah Papali'i. Try confirmed. I've got to message Morgan. Smoky.
I'm talking to the captain.
Uh-huh.
He's like, everybody gets a try. And I'm like, and no one in my multi.
William Daniel says Galvin did not want to make a tackle. UFC, ahoy, mate. So now we know it's the Storm, Panthers, Broncos, and Sharks going through to the next stage. Who's playing who? Sharks are playing the Storm, and should the Panthers carry on and win this one, as Nathan Cleary converts, they'll be playing the Broncos at Suncorp on Sunday afternoon. And as it stands at the moment, the Panthers are undefeated on a Sunday afternoon in season 2025. And it looks like that's a trend that's continuing.
God.
Lazar says Smokey and the Bandit. Michael Shane says, I hate to say it, but I think the game is already over. Look, just quietly, I think so too, but we've got to try and hold out hope for some sort of comeback for the sake of the stream, right? So we'll be a little bit more. Well, let's keep it open to the possibility of a comeback. Connie Jenny says Panthers are really great though, really great through the finals. One of the most impressive halves of football I've seen all year. 36 points to 8 at the halftime break. I've been holding in a whiz for about the last 10 minutes. Rays says the flakes at your local fish and chip shop are harder than the Bulldogs. Oh, some of those flakes at fish and chip shops, though. I mean, if you get the wrong one. Michael Shane says, I'm hoping they come back and give a good go, but not looking good. Cleary is on.
Give me a little bit of Red Emperor.
Lazar says, I call the Broncos the Drongos. I call them the show ponies.
I just call them the Broncos, but you know. As I said, I've got one team in a grand final already.
All right, I'll be back.
Greedy. You go. That's gross, Lazar. And then when you come back, you can answer your dad there. Actually, for anybody who wasn't here last night, and I'm going to word it differently so we don't get restricted or banned on TikTok again, but salute to the old Panther whose mum passed away yesterday, Dan's grandma, or Nana. We didn't establish what he called her. So for anyone who missed that in the stream yesterday evening, salute to the matriarch of the family. Anyway, back to the game. That's not happening, UFC. Penrith and Sharks in the grand final, says Robin there on TikTok. Yeah, look, The Sharks beat the Storm. That's fantastic. I don't think the Broncos are beating the Panthers, especially looking like they're looking. The Broncos have been looking good, obviously, but yeah. The Sharks could make it to the grand final. They could. They have beaten the Storm in a grand final before, so there's no reason why they can't put them away in a preliminary final.
Well, and I was gonna say, further to that, they actually have not the worst record in the world against the Storm in Melbourne.
Yeah.
They've knocked them off quite a few times in recent years down there. So.
Well, that's it. They really they don't have that mental block that maybe some other teams might have going down to play in Melbourne. I have a question for you, Dan.
Yes.
Apparently there's been a little bit of off-field drama in the Panthers with Toppo making inappropriate remarks about partners.
With who? Oh, that was ages ago. Well,
Have
a couple.
You heard this? I didn't know this.
Yeah. Oh, it was nonsense. An absolute nothing.
Okay, absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Good to know.
Just typical 2025 people too easily offended stuff.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. He said some stuff at the Panthers awards night that I'm sure that the rest of the team, the teammates involved, probably thought was hilarious. And everybody's just too damn sensitive these days. David Vinak says, chance we see a 2016 grand final rematch? 0. Because the Storm and the Sharks are playing each other next week in the prelim.
God.
Dung Beetle says this is boring. Well, it's been an impressive. I mean, whether you go for the Panthers or not, you've just got to admire what we've witnessed. 36 points to 8.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've put on a clinic of rugby league.
Our halftime score has blown both the full-time and halftime predictions we made out of the water. So
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to grab another beverage or two. I'll be right back.
ARW says, crazy to think the Warriors came closest to knocking off Penrith. Based off this first half, the Bronx will be torn to shreds next week, especially without Paddy Carrigan. Dung Beetle says the year is 2032 and the Panthers have won 12 straight. You know what? I wouldn't have put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him, honestly. The thing about Penrith's system at the moment is this was the year. This was the rebuild. This was supposedly the rebuild. And they're into another prelim. They're undefeated in 2025 so far, on Sunday afternoons. And they've got a Sunday afternoon prelim against the Broncos. Last time they played the Broncos, it was this year on a Sunday afternoon, and they won the game 32 points to 8 back in the regular round robin season. And I wouldn't put it past them to do it again. So, yeah, things are shaping up very nicely in what was supposed to be a rebuild year for the Panthers. And I don't mean a complete rebuild, but they lost some more key players like Blaze Talangi coming in for Jerome Luai. That was supposed to take a season or two to click into gear, and then they might go on another run of 2 or 3 straight. But the fact that it's all starting to click, incredible. Why is Leota on the bench? He's probably having a rest. He put in so much work. Like, there was a period of time there I was talking about how sometimes these props go underappreciated with the amount of work that they put through. Moses Leota, I'm interested to see his stats because I reckon he made about 15 meters per average hit up. I mean, he was really, really impressive. So I'm actually pretty keen to see what his average run meters are. Really solid effort. And sometimes that goes really underappreciated with just what it contributes to what we're seeing. Player stats. Let's see. Is it as impressive as it's felt from Moses Leota there in that opening half? Got to scroll across here. Yeah, so he made almost 10 meters per run. Dung Beetle says, is the VB hard-earned index a made-up number? Somewhat. Somewhat, yes. I mean, it's just in the same way that they calculate fantasy points. It's yeah. It's certainly nothing officially official. David Vinak says Panthers to beat the Dragons' final record. I can't imagine that. The Hobbit. Ahoy, the Hobbit. Penrith Panthers, patient, smart, clever. Mayama Palace Copa. Panthers will win by 50 plus. Mr. Ezra, Warriors, Raiders, and Dogs top 4 most of the year and out of the finals just like that. Well, the Raiders, honestly, the Raiders were always going to find it tough, I felt. Especially without Ethan Strange. Any team that loses one of their halves on game day is going to struggle. So that certainly didn't help their cause. And they had that game won against the Broncos multiple times. They just stopped playing. Ethan Strange is actually quite a normal guy. Yes, he is. With a sister that plays in the NRLW too, of course. Bulldogs defense is just bad today, and that would be without Stephen Crichton. Stephen Crichton is pretty much an insurmountable out. I don't think they were ever... I mean, he does so much more than just captain. I mean, he's the defensive organizer, and we're seeing that play out here today as well. Matt Burton is not doing anywhere near the amount of work defensively that Stephen Crichton does. Jay Spitzalot says just too much for the Raiders and the Bulldogs. Burton couldn't carry Crichton's bags, and he has had a stinker on attack as well, Matt Burton. I put him in my same-game multi. And, yeah, not good at all, Matt Burton on attack. The captain! Ahoy, mate! And look at me, loaded up with my captains. We've got a Captain Morgans, and we now have a captain in the chat. Still, though, for the Raiders, I mean, geez, what a season overall. Finals inexperience, losing your half on game day. Any team that loses one of their halves on game day is going to struggle. Predicted by every bookmaker in Australia, predicted by a lot of pundits to get the wooden spoon. I mean, it's a pass mark for the Raiders overall this season. And Raiders supporters should be very, very proud of what was accomplished this year. DJ Shaq, you would secretly love it if it was the Sharks-Panthers grand final because it would shatter the no team has won from outside the top 4 stick. Yes, that would be nice. I wouldn't say no to that. And let's not forget, speaking of last night's game, I said T. Gwilton, Smoky, anytime try scorer. I said tonight, Isaiah Papali'i, Smoky, anytime try scorer. In fairness, I also did give 72 other options as well, but I did lead with Isaiah Papali'i. So I hope that you all listened and jumped on that because he was paying $4.80 to the dollar, which is not a bad return at all, depending on what you put on. But, yeah, my $3,000 multi is not looking good whatsoever. I do have Nathan Cleary. That's a tick. But my $3,000 multi, a tick for Nathan Cleary. I still need Luke Garner, Jacob Preston, and Josh Curran. I mean, obviously it was madness. Obviously it was madness. That's why it was paying 901 to the dollar. Always on a hiding to nothing with that one. Sam Valston, ahoy, mate. Come on, Burton. Need you and McLean to finish your multi. Nice. Well, we'll be cheering those on. I need both of those as well, as one of Rinakama or Kiraz. So that'd be nice. Robert, you had a sneaky feeling Cleary would go over. Steps up in the big games, doesn't he? Steps up in the big games, makes things happen. Just lurks up in support. It's he might bag a few more throughout the course of this final series as well. Madeline says, go the Panthers. Yes. I'll drink to that. The captain says, proud of the Green Machine, but didn't expect them to turn up against these top teams. Called it months ago. Only so many rabbits you can pull out of that hat. And that's exactly right, Captain. I said that quite a few times on the streams throughout the season, that I feel like the Raiders have just used all their get-out-of-jail-free cards this year. I try and refrain from using the word luck, because luck in sports does play a massive role in going all the way. So I try not to use that word as any sort of negative connotation, but yeah, they used all their get-out-of-jail-free cards throughout the course of the season. Mr. Ed's dead. Ahoy, mate. Matty Smiley says, had Papali'i first half try scorer at $13. Oh, very nice. I wasn't brave enough to go first half or second half. I just wanted him in there, though. Anytime try scorer, period. No restrictions other than that. DJ Shack, the Raiders were playing with fire, dancing through way too many raindrops throughout the season. It finally caught up with them in playoffs. And again, losing Ethan Strange on game day. I mean, it's easy to look at things and go, well, it's just one player. But what an influential player. I mean, they base 99% of their attack around the bloke. So to have him gone on the morning of game day, yeah. That's a huge thing. That is a huge thing. Second half about to get underway here. Knee crumbler. Ahoy, mate. And the Bulldogs with the restart. 36 points to 8. It is a long, long, hard road back here for the Bulldogs. Papali'i from the back fence. 20 metres out from their own line. The Panthers here. Liam Henry scoring that try right before the break. Game ML, welcome back. Here's Yo at first receiver, targeting Kickow. Isaiah Yo has just been running at Kickow all night long, or all day long, I should say. Edwards, nice late pass there for Papali'i. Slow play the ball, just outside their own 40 here, the Panthers. Edwards with the settler on play 5. Fifth and last. Back for Cleary to put the kick in from halfway. Tracy's under it, 15 out. And he winds up. Connor Tracy's been solid tonight. Robin says, how is Yo not scared of Kickow? Well, Isaiah Yo's a pretty big bloke himself. I mean, I wouldn't be running at Viliami Kickow. But Isaiah Yo, I think, can hold his own. Kickow looks for the late offload, but the referee had already called held. That was a penalty a few years ago. But of course, common sense has prevailed, and they just get told to go back and play it now. Back to the mark and play it. 2 tackles left here in this set. And it's been very slow going here for the Bulldogs. 5th and last now. They've only just made it up to their 40. Sexton. kicking for the corner from inside the 40. Can't get it over the top of Edwards. And Edwards, look at him wind up now. Brings it back outside the 30. And great field position to start this set now for the Panthers. Knee crumbler. Ahoy, mate. You reckon that I could stop Halasima? Papali'i. Another strong carry, making over 10 metres. And sets this one up 35 out in midfield. Short side, down the left, go the Panthers. McLean. Dummies, and he's wrapped up 25 out, fifth and last. Cleary dinks this one in over the top. It's going to fall in front of the post. Liam Martin wins the battle in the air, but then he goes to ground just a couple of metres out, and that will be a handover. Frustrated there, Liam Martin. If he had maintained his feet, he was in. And what a start to the second half that would have been for the Panthers. And look at this defense now, driving the Bulldogs back.
Ooh.
Just a couple of meters out from their own line. Burton. 12 out. Slow going here for the Bulldogs. Kiraz now pushing passes. Oh, that was risky. They've done well to hold on, but geez. I mean, I understand that they've got to kind of play catch-up footy now, but that was just silliness. They get away with it, though. Kurt Mann in midfield. Dummies takes the line on, and the ball comes free, but it's, well, isn't that interesting? That's a penalty tonight.
Penalty.
The Sharks lost their captain's challenge over that exact same thing. And now some back chat, and Ashley Klein marches them, well, not quite 10, but it was more like 2 meters he marched them.
I see the captain's joined us in the chat room.
Yes. 30 meters out from the line. The Bulldogs find touch. Kick out. Takes the tap. Now they head towards the Panthers' red zone. Can they hit back? I mean, obviously, you know, speaking of captains, Captain Obvious here. Obviously, the Bulldogs would have to be the first to score here in the second half if they're going to be any threat. Galvin throws it across the face of the defense, and Bronson Xerri spills it. Panthers back in possession, and it's just not going to happen. It's just not happening.
It would be the ultimate joke if the Panthers were to lose from here.
Pangos trying to spin away from Salmon. Salmon comes back at him, though.
Here's Lawrence.
25 meters out. Slow play the ball again for the Panthers. They're all bunched up in midfield here. Alamotti would get some work done around his head there from Bailey Hayward. Liam Henry up towards the halfway line. 36 points to 8. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Cleary out the back for Talungi. A late pass up for Sorensen, who does extremely well to hold on. And they're marching back into the Bulldogs' half. Talungi down the short side. Puts McLean into space. Pops it up for To'o. And To'o angling back in field, avoiding that touchline. Fifth and last. 25 out. Cleary goes high. Not a lot of depth on this kick. Martin spills it. And the Bulldogs come away with it. Counter-attack is on here to the left. Burton takes on Alamotti, and Alamotti wins.
What is that on the field? Rubbish?
Yes. Yeah, it looks like a crushed up water bottle.
It does. It looks like a can or a chip packet. But regardless, why does the trainer not run on and taking that off? That seems a little.
20 out from their own line now. The Dogs, Kurt Mann, trying to spark something here. Teebs is going to support the Broncos for the rest of the season. An upset Bulldog supporter. Hayward scampers away. Gets the late offload up for Harry Hayes. Plays it on halfway. Hayward with some front foot ball. They're going to run it here on the fifth and last. Space for Kiraz down the right edge. Kicks back in field, but look at all the Panthers jerseys. Cleary pops it back for Alamotti.
They're on those quick offloads, aren't they?
Edwards brings it out of the red zone. And the Panthers jerseys, they were just everywhere. Easy diffusal. Pungo up to the 40 halfway through this set. Oh, stop showing close-ups of the Bulldog supporters. Kick in behind from inside the 40. Goes over the sideline. And just to add icing to the cake, Nathan Cleary pulls off just a casual 40-20. Jeez. Just a casual 40-20.
Oh, God.
The Hobbit says it will be hilarious if it goes to Golden Point.
What about the Broncos?
Alamotti, look at that laugh from Paul Alamotti as he's chasing through. This is what they love. 5 meters out from the line. Yo goes left for Cleary. Late pass for Sorensen. Sorensen drags Galvin along with him before Carraz gets involved and brings him down a couple of meters out. Casey McLean not expecting that pass. Uses some unexpected leg drive there. McLean still powering his way towards the line.
Look,
Holding on for dear life now. Blaze Tulungi. Wrapped up by Galvin. Nice one-on-one tackle. 5 meters out. To'o into dummy half. Heads across field. Straightens. Can't find any lazy defenders. Cleary onto Martin. Throws a loose pass out back behind Edwards. Edwards kicks for the corner. In behind Renakama. And it bounces over the sideline for a handover. Well, they got that one a little bit wrong. Execution's been perfect so far today, but that was horrid. 15 meters out from their own line now, the Bulldogs. They've got to start. I mean, I know that I just went off at, who was it? The push that Kiraz, I think, pushed a risky pass over the top. I mean, they do have to try something, though, eventually. That just wasn't the right thing to try. That wasn't the right type of catch-up footy. Now, Connor Tracy trying to get a gap to open up in this Panthers defense. Midfield is where they've been exposed a couple of times, but they just keep spreading it edge to edge. Preston taken down on halfway, 5th and last. Galvin on halfway, kicking down the short side. Kick chase was offside there, and it's gone out on the full anyway.
Out on the
Well,
that,
dear, oh dear.
I mean, yeah. Lucky Galvin starting to crack under the pressure, perhaps.
Oh, cheers, Captain. We're getting some hair compliments from the Captain. Saying, complimenting your blonde highlights and now complimenting my beard. Dan's
always got a big beard going on.
I've got the length coming out. I look like I'm ready for a debut in Lagerstein. It's funny because in the early days, very, very, very quick and short story, but in the early days, I was going to come on board with the group to play the Lagerphone in the very, very early days.
Play the triangle?
The Lagerphone. 25 out from the line. Edwards plays it. 2 tackles left. Cleary shows it inside, goes outside. Loose pass, bounces up nicely for McLean. McLean angling back in field. 15 out, 5th and last. Back in the red zone, the Panthers. Cleary, grubbers in behind the line. It deflects off the foot of a Bulldog and sits up for Josh Curran. 29.5 minutes left. Through the hands now, out to the left edge. Burton has to reach back for it, and that stems his momentum.
Yeah.
But a little bit of space. That's something.
Back to that, he's away.
That's something at least. A little bit of a sign of life. Clayton, 2421, says at this point, call the cops to stop the violence. They're trying, though. They're going edge to edge, now down the short side. Oh, John Michael. $31 super chat. Oh, wait a minute while I refill my drink to cheers that, my friend. Kick goes down to Dylan Edwards, who takes it on the full. Gets away from Kiraz again. Beating the first tackler. Johnny Michael, cheers, mate. He has reclaimed top spot on the VIP leaderboard with that big donation. Thank you so much. Tango 45 out in midfield. Kenny to Edwards, up over halfway, through the hands now. To the right edge they go, where Moses Leota is lurking out there. Fifth and last for Cleary on halfway. Puts the kick up, and Connor Tracy, is under it. Nice kick chase there, led by Nathan Cleary and Paul Alamotti, and it is indeed just a training run at the moment for the Panthers.
On Michael.
We know what happens. The Panthers, they get into these leads. We talked about it in the first half. They get to these leads, and then they just defend. And that's all that they're going to be doing now. We won't see all that many set plays. We'll just see them get through their sets, kick to the corners, and defend. And let the Bulldogs, as that pass drifts forward over the top, Rinakama dives on it. And as a sign of mercy, that has not been called. They've just let them play on. Kick out.
Actual forward pass.
30 metres out. Gets the offload. Back for Tracy. Hayward into midfield for Mann. Goes out the back for Galvin. Preston gets a 3-on-2 here and space for Xerri. Xerri with the flick pass for Carraz. Steps back in field. And the sliding defence of the Panthers doesn't wrap the ball up. He gets the late offload away. Now back into midfield for Curran. Curran fends off Cleary. Space to this left edge if they can move it. But the Panthers swarm and shut that down. Tackle 5 on halfway. Kurt Mann on to Galvin. They're going to run it here, the Bulldogs. Tracy for Xerri. Xerri draws in To'o. To'o intercepts it. And To'o's racing away. Kurt Mann's coming across. To'o won't have the pace. Has to step back in field. Ducks under the defence. Gives it to Tungo. And Tungo offloads for Ashley Klein, who let it go through to Luke Garner. Thankfully for the Panthers. And Garner's taken down 10 metres out on play 1. Should have been a Bulldogs try down the other end, but To'o with the intercept. Kenny onto Cleary. Cleary fires it out for Alamotti. Alamotti, with acres of space, decides to go as close as possible to the sideline for a spectacular leap and plants it down, bang in the corner to give Cleary some kicking practice. 40 points to 8. Alamotti gets another one. The Panthers, off the back of the intercept. Oh, this is impressive. Full strength for the first time all season long, and this is what they've done. Wow.
Is it fair to say that if the Bulldogs get 50 put on them, they're not going to make the grand final?
Very fair to say.
Sorry, I had to. I mean, it was right there. It was right there, joke.
Very fair. Oh boy, oh boy.
Hey, what's the matter? Bulldogs getting pumped, Buffy.
All right.
Alamotti with the double, To'o with the triple.
What a pass from Cleary.
Pass it around, lads. Get some.
Look at that. The trainer's celebrating already. The pass is in full flight in the air, and the trainer knows that there's a try incoming. Fantastic.
Is they finally got that rubbish off the field? Cheers, Alamotti. I mean, yeah, Jensen could have played, especially with the rest of them like this, but you're right, it is Alamotti's spot. Oh, To'o. That's a try gone begging for the Bulldogs. Oh, Game of Mel, you're not sounding confident. Not confident at all. Are you legitimately worried watching this? Like, I said to a couple of my Broncos boys before, I'm like, yeah, not looking good, and we're absolutely cooked.
This was 100% to give Nathan Cleary some kicking practice. Alamotti did not need to go as close to the sideline as he did. But here he comes. Cleary. He's kicked one from here earlier. He's pushed this one across the face of the post. His first miss of the night, I do believe. And it's 40 points to 8.
That's not right.
40 points to 8. What a performance. Wow. just all I can say is wow.
Yeah, look, as a Broncos fan, I am not liking our chances next Sunday afternoon. And I can tell you right now that my dad has already got the shits out there because he's not liking the chances either for the Broncos.
Oh, if you're a Broncos supporter, you wanted the Bulldogs, I'm sure.
Yeah, look, not confident. But as I said, we've got the Cats in the GF. I can't be greedy.
40 points to 8. The Panthers have made their first mistake. Well, the first one that I can remember them making today.
What's the matter? No, that's like their second. Remember they put it out over the sideline earlier on in the this half.
And Liam Martin's dropped a couple.
You said something. Can DJ
Luke Garner, though, drops it. A loose play of the ball. And the Bulldogs with a chance now.
I hope your mum's doing well.
Sexton onto Galvin. Goes out the back for Tracy. Tracy dummies. Takes the line on and he's wrapped up. The sliding defense of the Panthers, leaving no gaps. 35 out from the line. Sexton into midfield. Harry Hayes put on his back. Misk, thank you very much for the You're Awesome on TikTok. Galvin with the late pass out the back. To'o goes for another intercept. Kiraz keeps it alive. Back in field for Galvin. He missed that one as they go edge to edge. And now up the middle goes Harry Hayes. Puts the fend on Cleary. And he's taken down in the red zone. 6 more tackles for the Bulldogs. Galvin holds the pass up for Preston. Preston goes over to score. And that's tick number 2 off my 3,000 multi.
Still no ticks off my multi. I am not having a good weekend.
That's tick number 2. I wonder if they're going to offer me any sort of cash out offer.
Oh, that's awesome to hear, John Michael. Oh.
The Bulldogs with a try at last. Preston. Over he goes. Straight through Blaze to Lungy and Luke Garner. And Luke Garner's hurt his knee in the process of missing that tackle. Try is confirmed.
It doesn't look... Yeah, that doesn't look good for Luke Garner. Are the Broncos playing this week on TikTok? No. No, not this weekend. They're playing next weekend. They're playing...
Matt Burton moves in, pushes it off the upright and through. He nearly fluffed it.
They
bounces off the near upright and through.
Next Sunday.
40 points to 14. Only just getting that one through, Matty Burton. But Preston gets tick number 2 off the big multi. The one that I didn't have on the screen, the one that I've got on the screen is shocking. The one that I didn't put on the screen, the really, really crazy one, seems to be the one that's doing the best.
Well, Luke Garner's gone off the field, but he did run off, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Get him in ice and...
Yeah. Wrap him in a bit of cotton wool. All right.
And they've done that with Mitch Kenny as well. Mitch Kenny's been moved to the bench. He's having a well-earned break. His first game back. Edwards with the restart. Sends it deep. Very deep. Almost dead on the full. Hell of a kickoff, that one. And the Bulldogs off the back of points now. 40 points to 14. Trapped inside their own 10. Here's Rinakama. Driven back in the tackle. Short side for kick out. Takes on Nathan Cleary. Runs straight through him. As Liam Martin comes back onto the field. There is 21 and a half minutes left. There's still so much time left. I mean, probably not enough time for a comeback, but plenty of time left in this game for some more points. Kurt Mann to Galvin. Nice short pass again. This is where they've had success, the Bulldogs. Galvin with the short ball to Preston. They've scored a try. They've set up another, and they almost break through again there. Edwards spins away from the first tackle. Jonathan Manson, ever see a team with 3 in a row on the road do this before? Just amazing. assuming that the Broncos lose. Look, what the Panthers are pulling off is quite amazing to bear witness to. As it stands right now, the prelim finals, Friday, 7 p.m. down in Melbourne, Storm versus the Sharks. And then Sunday, 3 p.m., Broncos versus Panthers at Suncorp. Cleary from inside the 40, angling for the corner again, but can't get it over the head of Carraz this time. Fires it infield for Tracy, onto Rinakama. Rinakama heading sideways, brought down by Tungle. Burton from dummy half, scampers away. Disappointing game. I'm disappointed in Matt Burton. Not just because he's in my multi, but yeah, really, really poor game tonight.
Well, I want to say before, Miss K on TikTok there has had some insights into the game and what the Bulldogs should be, what they should be doing. Sexyton. Sorry, I'm not sure if that's a typo or if you meant to write Sexyton.
Bulldogs have challenged this call. They've come up with a mistake. Ashley Klein's called it. The Bulldogs have challenged. The initial call is a knock-on. Dropped forward into Nathan Cleary. And they've challenged this call. Why not at this point, right?
Well, I mean, the Panthers have lost their challenge at 2 minutes into the game, but not that they've needed it. So.
Oh, he gets a second touch on it, kick out. Into his head. And then Cleary makes contact. Does Cleary contact it before or after? Off Kickout's head, does he get a touch to it before Cleary? I'm going to say yes, he does. And this should be a successful challenge.
Yeah, I feel like it was very simultaneous. So.
And then Cleary gets a second touch to it as well, which would constitute a knock-on. Cleary gets a second touch on it there, brushes the back of his hand. This will be a successful challenge.
Yep. Repetti over there on YouTube, Critter was a massive, massive loss.
Challenge successful. Bulldogs get possession back. 40 points to 14. Still 19 minutes 40 to go.
I feel like that crowd has thinned out a little bit since the
a lot of people left at half time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Critter was a very big loss indeed, Repetti. Very big loss. Just the defensive organisation alone. As the Bulldogs play at 45 out from their own line. Maxi King up to halfway. 40 points to 14, 19 and a half minutes remaining. Curran, 20 metres out. Boy, I might go ballistic if Josh Curran scores, because then I would only need one more tick off that big multi. The short side, Preston. Preston's been immense. 30 metres out. Galvin, 6 again here for the Bulldogs. Through the hands they go left. Kick out. Gets the offload. Back for Sexton. Hayward in midfield. Fires it over for Connor Tracy. Inside ball for Xerri. But there's just no gaps here in the Panthers' defence. Tupanua tries to bend the line, but he runs into a brick wall that is Moses Leota. Tackle 2, though, off the back of that set restart. Galvin with a nice late ball to Preston. That's where they've been having success. Bending the line. Casey McLean does well to hold on. And we've got Ashley Klein's whistle.
Casey McLean's down in back play, writhing around on the ground.
Oh.
Is it that shoulder again, or is it something else? Or is he getting up?
Take him off. Take him off. Put him on ice.
What's he done?
Can't really see that he's done anything there. He's just, yeah.
I can't see that he's done anything either. That was a little bit milky.
10 metres out from the line, I would be getting him off the field is what I'd be doing, and put Schneider on.
Straight out of a Slater playbook.
10 metres out. Galvin out the back for Tracy. Nice late ball for Bronson Xerri, and Bronson Xerri goes over.
Finally, tick off my multi.
Here they come. The comeback's on. 40 points to 18. Kick to come.
Panthers can't. What? I mean, it's a big comeback if they do it, but hey, they got to try, don't they?
Just how much have the Panthers dropped off here?
Well, they can't afford to drop off. They want to go to the big dance. Sorry, I shouldn't refer to it as the big dance.
Try confirmed. Bronson Xerri. Former Shark, of course. Bronson Xerri.
Yay, tick off my multi.
Matt Burton from the sideline, bending this one back, sneaks it through the far upright this time. He snuck the last one through the near upright. This time he shaves the far upright. But importantly, it's over. 40 points to 20. Okay, so there's 18 minutes left to play. 20 points the difference. 3 converted tries and a 2-point drop goal. That's all that's required.
It's just for fun.
3 converted tries and a 2-point drop goal.
Could you imagine, though, if they came back? All the Bulldogs fans that left at halftime would be absolutely spewing.
The old Panthers got a great story about how when he learnt a valuable lesson about leaving games early back in the day.
Never leave a game early.
17 minutes, 40 to go.
That'll be a grand final story.
Panthers with the restart. Another good, solid, deep kickoff. And to Tupanua in midfield for the hit up. 10 out from their own line on play 1. Tupanua thrashing around, looking for the quick play of the ball. 20 metres out. 17 minutes. Tupanua. Good, strong carry. Runs over the top of Yo. Galvin. Intercepted by Casey McLean. No, he spills it. Well, it was almost on there for Casey. Couldn't hold on.
Well, it would have been nice for my multi.
Bulldogs will get the ball back, though, and decent field position here to start the set. Another try in this sequence would make it very interesting. Let's be honest. Scrum down, 40 metres out from their own line, over on that far right touch. Here they come now. Sexton holds the pass up, dummies. Bends the line, but not a lot of meters. 45 out in midfield. Galvin goes left forward, pass there to Kickow. Play on. Who cares at this point? Kickow with the late offload. Now Curran onto Tupanua, charging onto it. Takes it into the Panthers half. Short side is on again. Galvin with that short ball to Preston is destroying the Panthers. Preston taken down 25 out. They've finally found some success, and I'm sure the Broncos are taking notes of that. Short balls down the short side, targeting Casey McLean. Seems to be where they're opening them up. Viliami kick out now. 12 out from the line. 5th and last. 15 out. Sexton bobbles the ball, throws a shocking pass out to Connor Tracy, and Connor Tracy puts a shocking kick in, and it's taken by Kiraz now. Kiraz back to Galvin. Beware the second kick. Galvin to Xerri. Xerri grubbers in behind the line. Edwards moves forward and collects it on the bounce, and yeah, that was all just a little bit headless. Lack of execution there from the Bulldogs.
That was not good. It was, yeah, just far too much panic, inexperience in those plays. You got to execute them a hell of a lot better than that, especially in a finals game.
On the plus side for the Bulldogs, though, the Panthers have clearly stopped playing. They are keeping some of the tank full for next week.
I'd say they've stopped playing. Maybe
Yo, up the middle. Bumps off Bailey Hayward. But Josh Curran brings him down just inside the Bulldogs' territory. Cleary puts the kick downfield. Just looking to pin them down. Renakama takes it. Loopy pass over to Connor Tracy in front of his sticks. 14 and a half minutes to go. Scrappy play the ball, but they're going to throw everything at it now, the Bulldogs. Xerri down that right edge. 30 metres out. Their own side of halfway, that is. Kiraz looks for the offload, gets the arms free, gives it to Hayward. Hayward goes back down the short side for Xerri. Xerri's wrapped up by Schneider. Oh, and is that a tip tackle? Penalty to the Bulldogs. Schneider just getting him beyond the horizontal.
Yeah. Oh, they're finally taking Casey McLean.
Oh, finally, yes. Casey McLean
I mean,
leaving the
it
field.
doesn't work well for either of our multis, but
Hey, that's all right. I got Papali'i. My Smoky went over. It's all good. It's still a win for me today. 40 metres out from the line. 13 minutes 40 to go. Sexton onto Tupanua. Tupanua getting right in the face there of Liam Martin. 35 out. Tupanua slow to get up and play this one. Clutching his knee. What's he doing? Appealing for a hip drop or something here?
appealing for a penalty. Is he actually injured or?
Oh, well, let's have a look. Schneider again, third man in, goes right at the knee. Geez, Brad Schneider's having a... He's only been on the field for about 30 seconds. He's given away 2 penalties.
Yeah, it's not good.
On report.
He's going to be on report for that one.
Take the 2.
That was
Tupanua still down. Third man in, Brad Schneider, and he just went straight in at the knee. Bulldogs, 30 out. Tap and go. Current. 25 out, just to the left of the post. 13 minutes to go. Hayward sends it out to the right for Sexton. Burton dummies. Beats Sorensen, but he's brought down by Moses Leota, who's back out there. Short ball for Tupanua. 5 meters out. Nice crash ball, but well defended by the Panthers. Right they go for Galvin. Cut out pass to nobody, and it's into touch. In behind Kiraz. Lockie Galvin. Oh, she's furious in the crowd. In the crowd, the Bulldogs supporters like, Lockie, no, you had about 17 people to pass to, and you've thrown it over the touchline.
Yeah, no, that was not good.
Panthers back in possession. They have completely shut up shop here, the Panthers. 40 points to 20 with 12 and a half minutes to go. And they're happy to just let the Bulldogs fire all the attack at them. They're putting some players on ice.
It's their MO, isn't it?
Yep, and they feel like they've got this one in the bag, of course.
Don't jinx it. I know
Smith to Yo. Here's Cleary now at the back for Edwards. Quick hands. Batted down there by Rinakama.
He was up on those quick passes.
12 minutes left to play. Panthers will get a full set of 6. 40 out from their own line. Cleary holding that pass up perfectly.
It is inexperience. It's
Rinakama had absolutely no chance at making that intercept. But he had to try and bat the ball down, because if he doesn't, then Alamotti is away.
Yeah. But no, you're right. Miss K, inexperienced. We were talking about that at the top of the stream. Like, the Panthers have just got so much finals footy behind them.
Here's Moses Leota up over halfway with the carry. Tupanua wrestles him to the ground. Now that's a matchup. Moses Leota and Tupanua. That's what I want to see. I want to see those two go toe-to-toe. Sorensen looks to get the arms free, and it's a penalty here to Penrith. Take the 2. Somebody take the 2.
Robert M. Ahoy. Are you confident about the Broncos, Robert M? Are you right down there, dog?
Well, I'll tell you what, the Broncos have seen now what the Bulldogs have done. Those raids and short balls down the right edge, targeting Casey McLean. It's yielded some results for them. I mean, that's where all the Bulldogs, line breaks and points have come from. 30 out from the line now. Yo. Inside ball for Leota. Leota Taken down 25 out. Schneider in at dummy half. Gives it to Cleary.
Oh,
Holds the
that was
pass up there for
forward, but
Lindsay
okay, no one
Smith.
called it.
Smith does well to hold on to the ball. Plays it. 12 out. Yo now to Cleary. Quick hands again to this right edge. Tunga onto Alamotti. Alamotti with the in and away. Dives and reaches out and plants it down. And he's like, what of it? I do this all the time. Try for the Panthers. 44-20 with the kick to come. Assuming Alamotti got it down in the field of play. Or in the try.
I think he did.
In the in goal, I should say.
I feel like he did.
Simple
Robert
stuff.
Robert M on YouTube, very confident that the Broncos will beat the Panthers. Well, mate, you're a lot more confident than I. Just in replay of Alamotti, he absolutely.
Paul Alamotti with try number 3. I think it is. Hat-trick. Edwards straightening the attack. Matt Burton caught out again. Rinakama a mile in field. It's that edge that's been absolutely dismantled. No Stephen Crichton, of course. And Matt Burton just trapped in no man's land again. And I love that. the try celebration or lack thereof of Paul Alamotti. Just like, what of it? What of it? I do this all the time. And all the time he does. What's that? Try number 3 tonight for Paul Alamotti. And they've just had acres and acres of space. In and away on Connor Tracy. And yes, just too good.
Sorry. Boof just woke up and saw the score.
This has been confirmed, right? They're still looking at it, are they?
Confirmed.
Yeah,
No,
cool.
it's been confirmed. They had the try confirmed up in the screen. Yeah, it's
44 points to 20 with the kick to come. And Nathan Cleary, well, more kicking practice from out wide.
Yeah, sorry. My bulldog just woke up and saw the score.
Miss K says the BS decision to sacrifice your players for Galvin. Yeah, there's a lot of Bulldog supporters not happy about the Lachie Galvin situation.
There's a lot of Tigers supporters not happy about the Lachie Galvin situation. Look,
Nathan Cleary from the sideline.
it wasn't a good.
Again over on this right-hand edge. Puts it on target. Oh, it's an amazing kick. Nathan Cleary puts another one over. 46 points to 20. 9 minutes left to play.
Yeah. Yes, Lawrence. Wolf is very upset with the doggies. He's an American Bulldog, but he's got English Bulldog in him.
Do or die says Galvin super overrated.
Yeah, look, Galvin is. I don't know.
Luca says Panthers are different come finals. And yes, at full strength for the first time, of course. Full strength for the first time all season.
Dan?
Huh?
Is Galvin now what Reece Walsh was 2 or 3 years ago?
No.
No?
No.
You don't think that hype is there and then he might be able to grow into it?
No. The hype around Reece Walsh was just bordering on insanity. Tackled over halfway here. The Panthers through the hands. Yo to Cleary. Holds the pass up nicely for Liam Martin, who crashes through. And Viliami kick out brings him down. Oh, Liam Martin's hurt. Hopefully he's just milking. Hopefully just milking for a penalty here.
He's fine. That head of hair saved him.
Straight through Matt Burton again. That defensive channel. And he's fallen awkwardly on his shoulder there. So he probably is legitimately a little bit banged up, but he'll be fine. Liam Martin's a beast. He'll be absolutely fine by next week anyway.
He is an absolute workhorse. He is just... You just don't get in his way. Viliami Kikau's a big boy and brought him down hard there.
Oh, they've made a mess of this scrum, the Bulldogs, but they get away with it. Bailey Hayward retreats to collect it. Matt Burton now taking the ground. They heard you. Off he comes. Kick out down the short side. Just short of halfway. Liam Martin's been put in put on ice, wrapped in cotton wool, saving him for next week. Tackle 3 here for the Dogs on halfway. In midfield, Hayward goes right for Sexton. Inside ball for Curran is spilt. And this will be Panthers ball just short of halfway. 46 points to 20. 7 minutes remaining. Liam Martin off up the tunnel to get examined.
I was about to say he's walking fine, but as I was about to say that,
Oh, jeez.
crossed his stomach and bent over. So could be a rib issue.
Yeah.
We will see.
That actually now looks a lot worse than originally thought for Liam Martin. Up to halfway now. The Panthers. To'o plays it off the back of the scrum. 6.5 to go. 46 points to 20.
Try to stay on topic, UFC. Jesus Christ.
45 out. Moses Leota on the crash ball. 6 minutes to go. Moses Leota, another one of my Smokies. Short ball puts Sorensen into space. Pops it back for Edwards, and it's called forward.
I was going to say that was,
Ashley
that
Klein
was
calls it back. And now Sorensen's down. Sorensen's down, clutching at his knee. Liam Martin's already gone up the tunnel. And now Sorensen clutching at his knee.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, Casey McLean's left the field early as well, of course, with a potential shoulder concern. Other Panthers just starting to... Some key players starting to break at the worst possible time. Sorensen went down into the scrum there, and now he's sliding across in defense. So it seems like he just banged his knee there when he fell. He'll be okay, it seems. Tupanua held up. 5 minutes to play. Kick out, angling back in field. Careful there, Tungo. Is lifting in the tackle. Curran with the short ball for Tupanua. And again, they bend the line down that edge. This has yielded some results for them. The Bulldogs. Galvin again with the short ball to Preston. Opens them up once more. Straight through Schneider this time. Taken down by Papali'i. 40 metres out from the line. Fifth and last. Do they stay down the short side again? Galvin puts the kick up. And, forward pass is the call. Handover.
Yeah. I didn't think they would call that one, but yeah, that was a mile forward as well.
Ivan has beaten both his former assistant coaches 2 weeks in a row. Craze won. Yes, indeed. The Panthers over the Warriors and over the Bulldogs, the two former assistants back to back. That's a great little piece of info.
Stat? No.
Just a nice little bullet point. Nice little bit of info.
Absolutely.
Yo, stepping in field. Driven back in the two-man tackle. Maintains his feet, though. Big Isaiah Yo. 4 minutes left to play. Edwards surrenders in the tackle in midfield, but again, keeps his feet. Quick play the ball. Schneider throws the intercept pass to Tupanua, who surely wasn't not onside. Could not have possibly been onside. But he takes the intercept and runs away. Brought to ground 30 metres out in midfield. Sexton to Galvin. Thinks about throwing the long ball, but heads back in field. Gives it off to Curran. Ducks under the tackle. Papali'i clings on. 3.5 minutes remaining. 46-20. Kick out. Down the left edge. Pops it up for Burton. Burton reaches back for it. And he's held up 30 metres out. Halfway through the set. Some consolation points for the Bulldogs is what they're after. Galvin to Tracy. Back inside for Carraz. Carraz straightens and a hole opens up. Steps away from Talangi. Now he's run out of options. He retreats and goes back to Galvin. Galvin into midfield for Curran. Curran steps through Cleary. Cleary comes back at him. And Moses Leota in tandem bring him down 20 metres out. Galvin wants a runner on the inside. Gets it. 15 metres out. Fifth and last. Loose pass again from dummy half. Preston toes it through. Sits up for Tracy. Tracy back for Galvin. Galvin with the double pump. To'o bats the ball down. It's picked up from Kiraz, and Kiraz goes over to score. Tick number 2 off the multi. Jacob Kiraz.
Did I have him as well? I think I did.
Consolation points.
I did. Casey McLean and Dylan Edwards couldn't do it for me, but Jacob
Oh,
Kiraz and Bronson Xerri.
Spirit Camel. That's the one that Spirit Camel was waiting for. That's his 400.
Ah, Spirit Camel. Cheers to that, mate. Lovely. The Hobbit last try wins. Well, Matty Burton lining up. Oh, and he's kicked it. Absolutely beautiful kick too.
Oh, yes. 46 points to 26. 2.5 minutes to go.
Our end of game score predictions was so off.
Oh, Ivan Cleary, not happy. Not happy with the...
You're up by 20 points in a, qualifier. Is it a qualifier or a prelim? I always get it mixed up.
This is a semi-final.
Oh, semi. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And it even says it on the screen. They're up by 20 points, but he's definitely got some things he wants to talk about and focus on training.
Yeah, that left edge defense became a little bit of a concern. Those short balls from Galvin to Preston as the Panthers go short with the restart. It finds the 10 metres and Talangi's away. Talangi's got support. Does he need it? 10 metres out, 5 metres out. He's brought to ground.
He should give it to Dylan Edwards.
Here they come, the Panthers. Smith goes back down the short side. They're lined up to the right.
What was that?
10 metres out. Liam Martin's back out on the bench.
Still blood pouring down his face.
Yo to Cleary. Short ball for Papali'i who spills it. Well, that's all right. He's already got the try for me. 1 minute 43 left. Can the Bulldogs jag another one? 20 out from their own line. Slow play the ball here. Rinakama. Now Curran at first receiver. The Panthers defense. There hasn't been many gaps in it tonight, but here they go again down their short side. Galvin to Preston. Tackle made this time by Blaze Talangi. Galvin to Curran as they shift left now. Sexton thinks about throwing the big ball over the top, but holds on to it. And he is sacked by Schneider. Tupanua up the middle. 1 minute left to play. Fifth and last.
Tackle. They just got out of their red zone.
Down the short side. Sexton with a little chip over the top. Batted back by Cleary. Edwards comes away with it on halfway. Gives it to Sorensen. Sorensen met by Preston and driven back in the tackle. 40 seconds to go. This will be the last set of 6, you would think. And the Panthers slow it right down as they march into a prelim next week against the Brisbane Broncos. Undefeated in season 2025 on Sunday afternoons. And they have a Sunday afternoon prelim at Suncorp Stadium, which was the scene of one of their Sunday afternoon victories. 32 points to 8 last time out over the Broncos. 12 seconds left.
Yep.
It's all official. Friday night, Storm versus Sharks. Sunday, Broncos versus Panthers. Preliminary finals are locked in. The siren sounds. 46-26. The Panthers have done it. They were written off by so many halfway through the season, and they are back into another prelim.
Top 4, from the bottom to the top 4.
The machine rolls on.
Ever right off the Penrith Panthers. Oh, we're straight into the news. No post-match. No post-match game on Channel 9. They've gone straight into the news.
The machine rolls on for the Penrith Panthers, and could they, just to add, there's a couple of things that the Panthers could add to their resume. So obviously they still haven't won a World Club Challenge. And they could become the first team to win the thing from in the modern era, to win the thing from outside the top 4. So that'd be a couple of notches, a couple more things that they've got to add to their tally of records should the situation arise. They've got to get past the Broncos first, of course.
Yep.
Now, no Billy Walters. Billy Walters ruled out for the season. Ezra Mam is racing the clock out of nowhere to be fit.
Billy Walters has been ruled out for most of 2026 as well.
Is that right?
Injury. ACL, I believe he requires
Yeah, there you
surgery.
go. Yeah, he'll be about a year then.
Yeah, I don't believe he's going to be back until at least halfway through 2026. So it's not good for him. He's been such a workhorse. So yeah, but
Nelson Cherky says Cleary is better than Jonathan Thurston. Let it be known. Oh, I've been saying that for years already.
100% agree with you, Nelson. The only thing Jonathan Thurston's got over Cleary is the size of his ears.
Oh, jeez.
What?
That's a little uncalled for. The poor guy can't help. The poor guy can't help his ear size.
I was about to follow up with Cleary's chin, evens it out, but I really shouldn't pick on people's.
Jeez.
Sorry, that's terrible. Go on, have at it. Pick on me.
DJ Shaq says, once again, it's Penrith against the world. No one wants this team to win unless you're a Panthers fan or you want them to give the NRL the ultimate FU for the cringe that was Trainergate. Well, I just want them to... I'd be happy for them to win, just, as I said earlier, for the sake of being part of history.
100%. Yeah.
And if they don't get it done, as long as it's not the Broncos, then I don't care who wins as long as it's not the Broncos.
I feel like it's going to be a Panthers Storm grand final. And I feel like the Panthers are out for retribution. They were absolutely dudded in, referee Smith's last game. So,
oh, I was going to say, did they not get that retribution last season? Or no. So they have to beat the Storm in back-to-back grand finals to make up for 2020.
Yeah,
I see.
100%.
Fair enough.
Oh, sorry. I'm just seeing the news headlines and it's making me freaking.
Yeah, don't do that. William Daniels just laughing. Craig Howard says, I can't believe I'll be hoping for a Broncos win next week. I seriously don't want Penrith in another grand final for a very long time. Well, I've got some bad news for you on that one, Craig, because this was supposed to be their down year. And they've just marched into a prelim here on what was supposed to be not a full rebuild, but a little bit of a rebuilding year with Jerome Luai out and Blaise Talangi in. If they get through this year, they'll be getting through multiple years over the next 5 or 6.
I always forget that Panthers beat Melbourne last year. It'd be really nice if they did it again. Just really put the knife in and twist.
Gamer Mel says, I feel like the Panthers will win this season again.
Oh, Gamer Mel. Come on.
They're certainly coming right at the right time.
Hey, look, the Broncos and the Sharks could both upset the apple cart next weekend. We don't know.
You never know. It's 80 minutes or 80 minutes regulation time. Anything can happen within that period of time. One bounce of the ball, one missed call, one successful captain's challenge or unsuccessful captain's challenge could swing an entire contest.
100%. I mean, I know the Panthers lost their captain's challenge within the first 2 minutes of that game, but they didn't need it. There was nowhere in that game after that they absolutely needed to use a captain's challenge. So, I don't know.
Well, same with the Sharks last night. Losing a captain's challenge that shouldn't have been lost, but...
It was, that was not a good... It wasn't a good result. Obviously, both of those captain's challenges were think, incorrectly ruled on. And you can agree with me on that one. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's it. We're down to 3
that is
games
it.
left of the season, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little sad.
Diamond Empire, you did well on your bets tonight. Thank you, Panthers. That's awesome. I will say thank you, Isaiah Papali'i. My Smoky coming through. I've had a great weekend with my Smokies for any time try.
Can you give me some Smokies next weekend, please?
Oh, it's going to become a regular thing, I think.
We do encourage responsible gambling. Do not gamble if you do not have the money to lose. Just putting it out there so TikTok doesn't ban us.
Wow,
And,
putting it out there so we don't get
everybody
sued.
should gamble responsibly.
ARW says Carrigan low-key more important than Haas for the Broncos. Ooh, geez, I don't know about that. I don't know if I can agree with that one.
I don't agree with that one, and I'm a Broncos supporter.
I don't know if I can agree with that. Pain in the Haas.
ARW, I will agree with what you said about Walsh. He's rocks and diamonds, as Dan always says, and he's had a lot of diamond games in a row now. So, surely he's due, because, that's how it goes. Surely he's due for a rocks game.
Mm.
Who knows? It could be next week. It could be next season. He could string a lot of diamond games together and, really put that, take that monkey off his back, so to speak. But Carrigan, more important than Haas? Nah, don't agree with that one. 100% do not agree with that one. Payne Haas is a workhorse. And Paddy's good. I'm not trying to take it away from Paddy Carrigan, but Payne Haas is just, he played last week injured. He got injured in a hip drop. He rolled his ankle. He saw out the game. He played extra time. It was just, he was immense. So I don't, no. Payne Haas over Carrigan for me every day of the week.
Yeah, I don't think that they really. I mean, Xavier Willison's coming back. I don't think they really.
Paddy's out anyway. Paddy's out next week anyway because he's going to be suspended for.
That's what we mean.
So,
he's not in the team anyway.
Willison out.
That's why ARW is even bringing it up.
He's going to be as sorely missed as everybody thinks. I don't think Paddy Carrigan has had a huge second half to the season. He had a great first half. He was good in Origin, as much as it pains me to say it because I'm a New South Welshman and a Broncos supporter. I need therapy. But I don't think Paddy's had the biggest second half of the season that he could have had. Payne Haas, meanwhile, just steamrolls on. So,
exactly. Yes, Corb in the TikTok chat agreeing that the Broncos won't be much worse without Paddy.
Yeah.
Miss K says Paddy can move around the field when Haas just goes forward. Haas has got the offload as well. Let's not forget that.
Offload. He can, and he's perfected that. Like, I don't know. I don't see too much of that in the game from other teams. Like Payne Haas, he can do that with ease, it seems, the offload after he's moving forward. So anyway, but
potentially no Martin for Penrith is huge, says Corb. And we've also got to keep an eye on Scott Sorensen and Casey McLean as well.
Scott Sorensen, Liam Edwards will be fine. Casey McLean will be fine. They took him off with plenty of time. They wrap him in cotton wool. He's not severely injured. He was walking off under his own steam. Liam Edwards, Lee Martin, I always do that. Why do I always do that?
Liam Edwards?
Liam Martin is just, he's like Payne Haas. He'll play through the pain. And if he feels 80% next week, he will go. No matter what, he will go. So.
Yep. They'll give him an injection.
Look, I'm the biggest Broncos supporter around. As we know, I'm not confident against the Panthers. And I'm being yelled at because my dinner's ready.
Whoa.
How good's living at home? It's not going to bounce, but yeah, I don't know. Dan, you hanging out?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go. I'm going to hang up. So I'll see you guys all next week. Game of Mel joining us on Friday night. Sharks versus Storm. Cannot wait for that. It's going to be epic.
Fingers crossed, anyway.
Absolutely. I'm going to say a big cheers to our supporters for this game, especially over on YouTube and on TikTok, for everybody who is gifting and throwing a little money at us. We like that.
Yeah, actually, we can run through it.
Yep.
John
Dan
Michael
versus
obviously
Dan.
was. Lazar with the 2.
I'll see you guys on Friday.
John Michael with the surprise. And over on the TikTok, Miss K with the rose. 2 roses.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We love it.
You're awesome. Spirit Camel with the heart me. And Michael Shane with the rose as well. Yes, thank you very much for all the support there. Very much appreciated. If we go to the YouTube live chat, let's see who's won the leaderboard today. Oh, Johnny Michael. Lazar nipping at your heels. But John Michael coming through clutch again, maintaining his spot at the top of the table. Now, obviously, in the NRL streams, we don't have the World Championship belt that we have in the wrestling streams. But Johnny Michael, top of the log again. Lazar, outright second. And DJ Shack, it says 4 next to your name, although you're in 3rd spot. So I don't know what's going on there. DJ Shack, 3rd place there. So there we go. But what a performance by the Penrith Panthers. They were at full strength for the first time all season, and they put in an absolute clinic in that first half. Some cracks appeared. Lachlan Galvin was targeting that left edge defense, and they got the short balls for Preston, which opened up the Panthers' defense on a few occasions. As a matter of fact, it's where a lot of the points came from for the Bulldogs. The Galvin short ball to Preston as they attacked the right side, and that'll be something for the Broncos to keep an eye on. ARW says Jerome Hughes back for Melbourne, ? He's racing the clock. Game of Mel, Discord or Facebook. I don't really use Instagram. Started a new Instagram, by the way. I separated it. I used to have just one Instagram account for all my streaming stuff. Intoxi Gamer, Wasted Water Sports, Intoxi Blocks was all on the same account. I've now created new accounts, separated them. So, Game of Mel, I'm not even sure if I have you on Instagram anymore since I started the new ones. But yeah, Discord or Facebook is the way to go. And we'll get it sorted out. Yeah. All right, so Wasted Water Sports crew, thank you so much for being with us here on this one. Another semi-final done and dusted, so we know exactly what the prelims are going to be now. Sharks are taking on the Storm down in Melbourne on Friday night, and then Sunday afternoon, the Panthers and the Broncos at Accor Stadium. The Panthers undefeated in season 2025 in Sunday afternoon games. Crazy stat. And they continue that on here today, of course, and set themselves up with another Sunday afternoon game. Wasted Water Sports crew, thank you so much for your company. Very much appreciated. As always, we will be back next weekend. And I'm trying to think if something's coming up in between them. James Taya. Okay. Now that you're officially a channel member, James, my friend, cheers, first and foremost. Welcome to From the Stands. Now I need to understand how to say your name correctly. James Taya. James Taya. Or something completely different. Or can I just call you James T? Jamesy T. Right on the final siren there. Coming in clutch from the stands. Actually, what does that do to the leaderboard? Jumps him up into 6th place on the leaderboard. There we go. Nice. But it is Johnny Michael coming through with the win again. DJ Shack, excited for the Bledisloe Cup is an understatement. That reminds me. Actually, I've got to send a message to somebody. That's right. Bledisloe Cup coming up. That is next weekend. Yes, Saturday, next weekend. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so next weekend we've got Friday night, Sharks Storm. We've got Saturday, Bledisloe Cup. And we've got Sunday afternoon, Broncos versus Panthers. And somewhere in between there, Sunday morning, Springboks versus Argentina. You know, I got so carried away with the NRL this weekend that I almost forgot about the Rugby Championships coming up. Oh, plus the AFL Grand Final. That's right. When's the AFL Grand Final? AFL Grand Final is Saturday, September 27th. Oh, same as the Bledisloe Cup. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Wasted World of Sports crew, thank you so much. I now have some stuff to try and work out what a weekend it's going to be. Thank you so much for your company here on this one. Penrith Panthers, too good in the end, 46-26. We will catch you next week. Until then, cheers.
Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the Panther that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the Panther is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 pence less. From the kickoff to the final whistles blow, we'll take the 2 and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the Panther is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With the laugh and the cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise the road, from sideline jokes to post-match tales, all big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world, where the Panther is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Ahoy, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.